Hello and welcome to 2022. We made it. I'm just going to quickly go through my goals of this year. Try and not ramble too much. Before we get into it, I want to give a huge thank you to my Patreons who allow me to make this kind of content. If you want to become a Patreon, I do loads of stuff on there, especially if you're looking for creative advice or creative help. Definitely have a little browse through my Patreon, and we're just going to get right on into it because in 2022 we're not wasting any time. So my New Year's resolutions this year have been inspired by Rachel Orr did an article on the Lily quite a few years ago now. Ever since I read the article, I thought that's really smart. That means that you're not overwhelmed by trying to do like a million things at the beginning of January. So essentially what Rachel did throughout the year, she focused on changing one habit or bringing one thing, one goal, one New Year's resolution into her life, but by a month at a time. So focusing on one thing at a time each month, reflecting on it, and then starting the new thing. The idea is that you're not so overwhelmed by doing so many things. And at the beginning of December, I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy her. So if you want to read the article, please go read it. And it's also got some amazing artwork paired with it. So I have done the same. I have a habit of getting really excited and being like, I'm going to do all of these things. And I've done a few of my goals videos on YouTube. And I'm looking back at a few of them, I was like, the way that I've been doing them isn't working. And I really want to be really intentional about my goals. And I want to be really mindful and realistic, as well as gentle with myself. In the beginning of December, I thought, I really am so tough on myself, especially in the last few months of the year when I'm like, oh my goodness, like scrambling, like, oh my God, like hopefully I've done some stuff. And I really want to go into this year being kinder to myself. That's like my overall thing. And I think even just starting with having a really clear structure of my goals is going to help that so much, because then it's just going to be realistic, manageable, be really intentional. Okay, I'm going to put my Notion here and talk you through how I'm planning my goals, because it's really important to be smart, specific, time measurable, having some deadlines in there. And what I really want my bra strap is falling down. If you struggle with figuring out how to create goals and want to know my system for them, you can sign up to my Patreon, and I will also have the workbook that I have on my Patreon updated for 2022 coming out the day that this video comes out. And it's a workbook. I'll put some photos up on the screen. It's very clear about goal planning, goal setting, how to create systems, how to reflect, and all that kind of stuff. And it's really nice to go back to actually every single year. So once you download it, you have it forever. And then I'm going to update them every year, because the first one came out last year and I'm going to just update them with dates and stuff. We're going to go into it. So I'm going to start with my Notion here. So I've got I put all the months here as well as my work goals. And I've got, basically I want to create one habit per month, meaning I want to give myself a good chunk of time just focusing on just one thing, making it a habit, going in deep in that subject and in that topic per month. And then alongside that, I do have like work goals. They're kind of big projects that will go on throughout probably the quarter or couple of months. Okay, so for January, I want to create exercising as a daily habit. Now, this doesn't mean I have to work out loads. This doesn't mean I have to do like a really hard hitting session every day, but just moving my body every day. So here on my Notion, I've got the month of my calendar, which is cute. Making working out a daily habit again is my goal. I've got my why for mental health, my focus, my sleep, and preventing Alzheimer's. So since taking care of my dad and researching heavily into Alzheimer's, like, and reading that it's so, like, a lot of research shows that it's preventable with like healthy lifestyle, sleep, exercise, and all this stuff. So that's given me extra motivation to work out. And I completely, like, I'm someone that has quite a good consistent routine with working out, but in December was my longest break. I think I had like half of November and December like completely not moving at all, and it really affected me. So getting back into it in January has been really hard, and I've been vlogging the process because every single one of these habits, as you can see on my Notion, I think it's so important to have an accountability buddy. And if you're looking for an accountability buddy, feel free to put your goal in the comments and I will be your accountability buddy. And we can be each other's accountability buddy. So I wanted to create a vlog for each of these habits as my accountability partner. So in my progress and check-in section, I've got habit trackers that I've created already. And then I've got a tag for a page that will be the vlog that is scheduled in my calendar already. I know, I don't know who she is. And I'm also going to put stickers up on my calendar, so every day I work out I put a sticker, which is like the little nerd in me is like loving that way of how do you say, like a physical thing is really exciting as well, because I plan everything in Notion, so that's really cool. And I've been doing that and I have found it really fun and enjoyable and motivating as well. I've got potential challenges, which are pretty much the same for all of my goals, is being tired and being on my period is when I like all my routines completely go out the window. And to tackle this challenge, I'm going to just go for a gentle walk and yoga on these days. And I've also got a deadline, so the deadline will coincide with when I start editing the vlog, if that makes sense. So that is the same structure for all of the habits I'm trying to create, and I'm focusing on one habit per month. So the next habit in February is I want to become a highly organized person. If you know me, you know that this is my biggest insecurity. I find this so hard. So my why for this goal is my mental health, my focus, my sleep, stress. I want to feel like an adult and get over my biggest insecurity, because I'm a messy person. I've said it. Hi, I'm Natalie Byrne. I'm a messy person. I feel like I'm not a real adult because I haven't figured this out. So I'm going to give myself the whole of February. I kind of want to start now, but again, focusing on one thing at a time. The steps to this is I want to create daily habits. I think that's going to involve me physically looking at my physical space. Example A, this shelf, and my digital space. And yeah, it's just like any habit, I suppose. It takes time to build it. And I just want to be someone that everything has a place. And everything I have, I need. And I know where everything is. And my emails don't look like I've got a million unread emails. Yeah, I just feel like this is the one thing that I feel like every successful person has, and I want people to describe me as like, no, Natalie, she's so organized, like that's what I want, and I want to be that person. I feel like my higher self is that person. So we're going to do it in February. Gonna do it in February, and again, I'm going to do a vlog on becoming a highly organized person. I'm going to go deep in the research and I'm going to show you my findings. So again, the deadline for that is going to be the end of that month, end of February. So March, I want to crochet a jumper. So when making my goals, I think it's so important to have stuff that is fun. And I've never done that before. I've really never done that before. And my initial, when I was saying like, I'm going to be kind to myself, I said to myself, I have to incorporate some goals that are not work related and are just for fun and something I genuinely want to do. And over November time, with my seasonal depression got really bad, I learned how to crochet and it really helped. So I've made a bag, I've made mittens, but I haven't made anything for myself. These were all gifts for people at Christmas and birthdays, so I have already actually started on this. Like, I'm getting ahead of my goals, but it's going to take a long time, so pretty happy that by the time of March I think I'll be done doing my jumper. And my why for this is it's fun. My progress I will keep. Again, I'll have an accountability buddy, which is you. I'm going to do a vlog about it. Crochet jumper in March, and March is my birthday month, so I wanted to put my fun goal for then. In April, I'll be focusing on budgeting and my no-buy month, and that's just going to be my money month. Like, I want to get organized when it comes to money, have a budget, stick to it, and just like dive in deep in like saving money and like all that kind of stuff. I just think one of my biggest goals is getting a deposit to buy a place. So pretty much the last few years I've just been focused on that. Like, that's been my biggest goal. I kind of haven't really told people about it, but I'm like, that the last few years that's been like everything I've been focusing on is like getting a deposit. And so it would just, I could have easily just done this for the whole year, but it's important to like have fun and create goals that are good for my mental health as well. But yeah, my biggest goal is pretty much that, and every other of my goals is going to help me get into a good mindset so I can buy a place. In May, I'm going to have a month of self-kindness for myself. So I want to create compassion, self-compassion especially, as a habit. Looking at last year, I believe it was May when I got therapy again. And I feel like the year before I did the same, so I feel like there's a pattern in May. Something happens in May where I start to kind of look inward and I want to like unpack. I have the energy to unpack things. So yeah, May is going to be self-kindness month. Barely did any of, I don't think I had one. I had one bubble bath last year. And things like that, like taking time for myself, even if it's like just moisturizing my body. For some reason, it's just like, once you get off the habit, it's so hard. I'll be doing a lot of kind of inward work in terms of wanting to unpack things, because that seems to be a pattern in May, while also I want to pair it with like the physicalness of like self-care, and also uncovering like, why is that so hard for me to do right now? And yeah, I'm so hard on myself. So that's something I really want to tackle. And again, I'll have a habit tracker. I'm going to do a vlog on it, and I'm going to put stickers up on my calendar, and I've got the deadline for the end of the month to start editing that video. June, I'm going to be focusing on doing The Artist's Way, which is morning pages basically, and reading the book The Artist's Way. So if you've never heard of it, it's a book written by Julia Cameron. It's like so wonderfully described as like a way to awaken your creativity, and like everyone that I look up to has read it and has done these tasks and gone through. It's like a 12-week course, where you're journaling and you're taking yourself on artist dates and a bunch of other like really lovely things. And yeah, it's meant to awaken your creativity, and I want that. I want my creativity awoken. I have said that I am going to do it for the longest time. And again, I do think it's just because the way that I've done my goals every year, which is like, these are the main things I'm going to do every day starting from now. It's just like not worked. So I'm hoping that in June, that I'll do it. And July, we have work on a personal project. I know what it is. I'm not sharing what it is, but I'm going to work on a personal project. I might share the personal project, or I might share how I'm planning for the personal project and keep it secret. It will be an illustrative project. It will be a body of work, and maybe I'll share like a workbook on how to plan, like project plan. That's what I'm thinking, because I don't know if I'll be ready to talk about it yet. So you will see something from me, and I'm going to be doing a vlog again on doing a personal project. August, I want to take a course. I bought a course in November, and so I really want to make time to retake it. And oh my god, there was so much homework to do, and I didn't do any of the homework, and I didn't actually do any of the things that the course told me to do. And that was a lot of money, so I need to do that. And yeah, go through learning a new thing. I think I might do a video on learning a new thing, talking about the taking courses online. Let me know if you take any classes online to help your small business. I'd love to know. And yeah, I think I have to focus on that in August, because that's when I'm least busy with my shop, and it will be a course about my shop. So I think that that's the perfect time to do it. September, reading. September, I'm going to be focusing on making reading a habit. So I want to read 10 pages every day before bed, and sticking to it. And I really feel like when I read, it improves my writing, it improves my focus. And the problem is I get into bed and I start scrolling on social media, and it's like, I'd really like to break that habit. So instead of breaking that habit, I'm trying to introduce something new to replace it. And again, with reading The Artist's Way, I think I'm going to have to start this habit a bit earlier, but it'll be, hopefully I'll have a head start by the time it comes to September. And yeah, I know that reading fiction has proven to increase imagination and therefore creativity. So I really want to read fiction in September, and I'm hoping that will coincide with potentially going on holiday. So October, 6 a.m. wake up. That's going to be my goal. It's really difficult for me to plan ahead of these months, because I know that my mental health really starts to take a dip. So I try to plan things that I know are going to be really good for my mental health. So I've got making waking up early a habit, set up my alarm and actually do it. I know that I've always been happier when I'm waking up early. Potential challenges, I put CBA. The alarm goes off, like it did this morning. My alarm went off and I turned it off, and I don't even remember turning it off, but I know I turned it off, but I must have been half asleep and I turned it off. Accountability buddy, which is again going to be my YouTube channel. So waking up at 6 a.m. for my seasonal depression is going to be the vlog, because I'm already preparing for my depression that will come back. And the deadline will be again at the end of the month, like all of them. So November, I've got that will coincide with that. So sorry in advance for the YouTube videos that are going to be too similar, but I think they're really important, and I can't think of any other month that this would make sense for. But making sleep a habit, and I feel like paired with the other habit, these two make sense together, because you can't wake up early without like getting a good night's sleep. And And actually, little snippet in advance, I just got these sleepy noise cancelling headphones. Yeah, I think these two, waking up early, going to sleep, these are constantly goals I always have, but I just feel like they are habits that kickstart other things, like especially me working out more regularly the last, like just literally just this week, has dramatically improved my sleep, made me tired at bedtime, and like it's just really nice to pick habits that you know are going to be like a domino effect and like going to affect other things in your life as well. So yes, sleeping, I want to do a video on it, and I feel like November is difficult because I feel like November is one of my busiest months, but also it's the time of year when I feel like my mental health struggles the most. So I feel like my body in November, I definitely noticed this last year, my body in November is like, I need more sleep and I like wants to hibernate, and I feel like it's important to listen to the body. And December, I have put planning. Planning ahead is one of my goals I want to incorporate. That kind of is in becoming an organized person. I've planned all my content already for this whole year, and it's taken me from like mid-December to today. I finished today. So now I've done it. Hopefully it will work. It'll be a system that works. We'll see. I've never done it before. And I'm going to spend the whole of December planning, reflecting, and planning ahead for the next year, which is 2023. And I feel like 23 is my lucky number. Let me know if you have a lucky number, put it in the comments. Because I was born on the 23rd of March, and it's just, yeah, the year of me being 23 years old I feel like it was a really good year. And I know a lot of people also see 23 as a lucky number too. So I'm really excited. I'm actually really excited for that year. I'm going to be 31 and hopefully I'll own a place. Oh my god. Imagine if I'm here next year reflecting my goals and like I either have a place or it's like happening. That'd be so crazy. Okay. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. Oh my god, you guys. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what your goals are, and look at the description for Rachel Orr's article on how she also did this method, because she inspired me. And I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And my new upload day is going to be Friday at 5 p.m. Friday at 5 p.m. I've said it now. I kind of like pulled that day out of thin air, so I feel like I don't know if it's the good day, but it just works for me on my schedule. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I love you and leave you. Have a great rest of the January. Keep your head up high, and yeah, remember to be kind to yourself this year. I feel like that is the energy that we need. Be kind to yourself. Lots of kindness to yourself, and don't forget to follow me on all the socials, like and subscribe, all that good stuff that people say, and follow me on TikTok because I feel like I finally found my groove on TikTok. Okay, I'm gonna go. I love you lots. Bye.